The next thing Dr. HB knows, she is waking up on a giant mushroom. She feels a strange warmth. It is Miss K, buzzing her wings rapidly to generate heat for the shivering doctor, while Kabbu watches over them. From the shadows, Leif coldly comments, "Glad your doctor is up." The boys, Leif and Kabbu, have different reactions. The beetle is happy, but the moth is just observing. Dr. HB groggily asks what happened. They explain the events of the last chapter, leading the old bee to wonder if Leif can use other elements. Leif admits he tried others and failed. But his ice magic is somewhat working. As the tall bugs, Dr. HB and Leif, stand up, Kabbu suggests the three of them fight side by side. 4 travelers move deeper into the underground of Snakemouth Den, with Kabbu carrying Dr. HB. Leif is practicing his new ice magic as they walk. But he is getting confused by the power, missing his targets and hitting the walls here and there. Miss K leads the way, defeating monsters and scavenging until she finds an HP medal. She hands it to Dr. HB, who pins it to her lab coat. Suddenly, Dr. HB breaks down into tears. The exhaustion finally hits her. She yells, "No food! I am cold, sleepy, and my feet hurt." The team decides to take a break. As they sit, Dr. HB's medical instincts kick in. She stares at Leif and realizes his eyes are struggling to focus on his magic. She pulls a pair of emergency glasses from her fluff. Leif is confused, but after the K names, Kabbu and Miss K encourage him. Kabbu helps him put them on. Leif is stunned he can finally see clearly. Kabbu sets up a camp. Miss K finds a hidden exit and flies the big backpack all the way back to the Ant Kingdom to see the butterfly owner. Because she is a robot, the owner won't give her food until Team Maki happens to show up and vouches for her, knowing what Boop are from. Back at camp, Leif asks, "Where are your wings, HB?" He muses that since she lost the ability to fly, she's exploring on foot to prove her worth. Miss K returns with the food just in time. Dr. HB explains that Sir Maki is the royal blade who is always leaving his hot-headed sister Kina behind. Miss K asks for a work joke. Dr. HB quips, "Why does Sir Maki always carry a blade?" Because his sister Kina is already sharp enough to cut anyone's patience. The boys insist Dr. HB keeps resting since her feet are still sore. Once the B names, HB and Kabbu, fall asleep, Miss K exits her AFK mode. She looks at Leif, who is sitting awake. "Why are you still awake with your eyes closed?" she asks. Leif smiles and puts on his glasses. "Can't fool you." Miss K asks what his problem is. Leif maintains a poker face, but she has a gut feeling something is wrong. She asks if he is truly okay mentally. When he still stays silent, Miss K begins speaking in the unknown tongue. This gets his full attention. She offers to talk this way so the others won't understand if wake up. Surprised, Leif asks, "How do you know that language?" Miss K simply replies, "Let's take turns questioning."